Okay, I'm recording this on Windows as I'm more familiar with the recording software here and do it much quicker. If you've installed the script correctly, you should get something very similar to what I've got here on the PC, creating a little script menu, and you should see just one item in there. You can also see that I've got the same problem that you described. So I've got a whole bunch of files that are in the catalogue. I've renamed them and I've got the preserved name, but I don't know where they are. So another step that I need you to take is to create a file called dummy.jpg and put that on your desktop, as in this one and in the equivalent Mac screenshot. That's very important for it. Also, notice how at the moment, if I show the parent directory, I had originally had these files in a folder sitting on my desktop. That's something I'm going to just point out. Now, at this point we've got missing files, we've got the file name, and we've got the preserved file name, and we've got this dummy JPEG sitting over on the desktop. Select a bunch of files, and I think it's best to do this a folder at a time. I'm just going to do it on a few just to show you. So scripts, create, dummy DNGs, forget the DNGs title, I'll change that. Over here, this just recreated. And if you look here, you'll see that the folder is no longer missing. Let's have a quick look what's in them. And you'll see there's a whole bunch of files that have got the same names as, if I go back to here, number 1, and all of these files have been created from this dummy JPEG. Back in Lightroom, with the images still selected, hit F2 to start the renaming, and we need to create a renaming template which uses the preserved file name or the original file name. I've not figured out if there's any difference between them. But let's go preserved file name, and I'm going to save it as preserved file name. Click create, done. Hit the OK button. So now, over in our folder, we've renamed all these dummy JPEGs. Now at this point, it's a manual step. One has to go back to wherever you've imported the original name files. Here, I'm just going to take a whole bunch of them. Let's go about, say, that far. Control C or Command C, back into the folder, replace. So this is very similar to what you'd have on the Mac. And back in Lightroom now, these files, although the previews are currently screwed up, each of the files now corresponds to, in this case, a raw file, and you can quite easily just go, where are we, library previews, and let's say build standard size. And so it's essentially a question of repeating this for, I would suggest each folder at a time until you really get very confident.